I oversee it all. I make the decisions, I do the hirings, I work with Gannett to try to figure out the best way to optimize page views. A lot of it's relaying to the rest of the newsroom what exactly we have on the site that we could cross-promote. So if we have a discussion about like a baby food recall or something, we can say, well, here's what the moms are talking about on Moms Like Me. So there's a lot of integration between the two sites. So that way, what we can't provide on the normal TV site, we can go really in depth on one of our niche sites.
How'd you learn to do all that? What makes a person qualified for that job?
I think it's just an understanding of the technology. It's knowing what it can be best used for. It kind of reminds me of back when I worked in radio, and I always go back to my radio days as being my foundation. It reminds me of when we would have a topic on a morning show, and then you see the phones light up and start having this communication instantly with the viewer. And it reminds me of that's kind of what blogs do, where someone will put a post in, and then you get all these immediate responses. So that technology and broadcast, I see that working on a website to where you can have this exchange of ideas and information that's fairly quick, and easy to understand and navigate and read through.
What's your favorite tool?
Twitter, by far. Twitter.
Why?
It's instant. I Twitter more than I Google now. If something's happening in the world, I'll go to the Twitter search and not the Google search. And then if I see, if I want to verify it, because Twitter sometimes is really raw, because it could be the guy down the street twittering, or it could be the news station twittering, so I don't know sometimes. So I use it as a really good instant resource to find out what's going on and try to get a real sense of what the community is talking about.
If you were coming out of college right now with a journalism degree,
Okay.
and looking at a landscape where it appears that more journalists are losing jobs than getting them, what would you do? What's your best advice?
Multitask. That's the big thing. If you have a passion for a particular product, and I would say learn how to do video of the product, learn how to blog about the product, learn how to Twitter about the product, learn how to research that topic. And the more you can take something you're passionate about and look at all the avenues of media that's out there and embrace that, then that gives you a more well-rounded vision of that product, and it gives you the chance to really see all the different levels. And then so now you're able to approach one topic from many different angles.
If you were hiring, what would you be looking for in a new hire?
Someone who understands the technology, someone who is open to what the community says. Social networking is by far the biggest thing. Understanding what the customer wants, because ultimately we're here to make it better for the customer, and if you understand how to relate to them, whether it's on your TV station or not, that's really an asset.
So you're going to want a new hire who is involved in social networking.
Yes.
And then you're going to check what they've done on social networking.
That's the thing, yeah. I mean, that's the tricky part, because if you see someone that's got 2 beers in their hands and they're drinking, sometimes it's okay, because you might have a one-time incident, but if you're constantly doing that, then it could work against you. But if you share good ideas, and if you know how to interact and you reply back to people, it's a sign of how well connected you are.